Look at that, looking good. Last time we all were in the same room together, it was approximately 3 in the morning in Chicago.
Yeah.
There's part of me still recovering from that just a little bit, but Andrew, Joe, Loud Luxury, welcome, guys.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah. So are you're both on the California side right now?
Yep, we're
As you
back
can see by the
home in LA.
Yeah, Joe's like, I'm going to show off, make sure that you guys are aware where I'm at. We're all just like in studios, and he's like, it's gorgeous.
I'm just trying not to get the sun on my face.
You did ask for good lighting for this interview. So.
I did. We did ask for good lighting, and he nailed it. Listen, we wanted to recap the show because, I talked to you guys one-on-one at Lollapalooza 2019. And, I mean, you guys were blowing up, but now that's next level. You guys have, first or second line billing every festival you're playing. We saw the show at Radius, and, I mean, I don't go to a ton of dance or EDM shows anymore. But this one, I don't even want to call it a show. It's a performance, man. I mean, the project, the memes that you guys have behind the scenes too, behind you guys, that just was next level.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You put a lot of work into making this show just elevated, really trying to level it up, like you were saying. And so to get that sort of reaction that we got in Chicago, because that was one of our first cities testing it out, it's like, okay, this is working. We need to double down on this.
It's intricate too from a production side, and we can get nerdy with it for a second too. I mean, to have those video cues at the exactly right time. I mean, yeah, I'm sure you have your set list that you stick to, but you also, fly by the seat of your pants sometimes too and mix some new stuff. So that's constantly updating technical aspects and making sure all of that is looking good.
Well, that's the thing. It's kind of funny because we have a team that we bring with us, like the video that does that. And normally you're supposed to do stuff like with them a little bit more in advance, but like things are changing so much with us that we're usually working on things, and it's pretty intricate. Like we'll be working on the videos and really working on things right up until the set sometimes. So
it's nuts.
We put a lot of detail into it, and it's something that we're looking forward to really bringing around America as the year goes.
Yeah, and I like that you use the word detail. I mean, that really is the best way to describe it. This isn't just a quote-unquote DJ duo show. You're not just having the same lasers in the background. This is an actual concert production. And it's really, really cool to see that enter into the dance sphere a little bit more now as well. You guys got a ton of crazy dates. As I said, this like you're not always literally booked full, but you guys have the What Republic residency coming up. Andrew was just saying you guys are doing some stuff for the Super Bowl too.
Yeah, we're gonna be in Arizona next week, so we've got I think like 2 or 3 shows. We're doing the Maxim party, and it's gonna be nutty because like that.
He just throws that out there, super monotone.
You know, of all the parties.
That's gonna be insane because like it's not only Super Bowl but it's waste management. So like Scottsdale is going to be like on fire.
It's going to be next level.
I'm so jealous of you guys. I mean, that's just to have both those, the energy, and that those 2 cities are going to be absolutely insane. You guys are going to be there for the whole week. Are you guys going to the game?
I wish.
No, actually.
Yeah, so I was like, yo, I'm going if the Bills go. Otherwise,
sure, right.
Otherwise, it's hard to justify. Yeah.
We're probably going to be so wiped, honestly, from the weekend that it's just like I'm going to want to get back home.
Totally.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah. And I'm glad that you said, it's going to be wild next level, because you guys obviously are able to control so many elements at your show. But when you guys are playing these clubs or different venues, not only just around the States or Canada, but around the world, there are a lot of things that you can't control. You have your riders, your tech riders, but you don't know what you're walking into, which I did I am curious because I've gotten to go to a couple different international clubs around China and Asia and whatnot, and they do things different, man. Like some of these effects that you'll see in these venues. What is the craziest effect that you've seen implemented as of late that you're like, okay, that's not just pyro, that's not just CO2?
Anytime there's like fireworks involved, that's usually pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But like the more dangerous, the better for me, because like I just kind of like pushing the limits, and like, I mean, usually it's the flames that get me, because like sometimes they get a little too close for comfort, and like the thing that you don't realize with being on stage and being in those environments is that basically the way that works. Have you ever used like an aerosol can and like a lighter and like done the like mini flamethrower? Sure. That's essentially what it is. So like basically you just have these little like aerosol cans, but what you don't realize is that the oil and the juice from them is shooting up. So not all of it is getting set on fire. So basically what's happening is like after the set, you'll realize that you're kind of like slick and you're sort of oily because the extra juice gets like kind of thrown on you. So you're actually like more flammable, I think.
Oh, jeez.
My God. I just love that you're. Something tells me that you were the kid that liked to play with flames and fireworks when you were little.
I'm basically an ant. I'm basically an ant, and the stage is the aerosol can. You know.
We've all been there. Allegedly. We don't know. We need animal rights activists coming after us for ants. But Andrews, anything jump out at you?
No ants were harmed in the making of this show
that we know of.
I mean,
yeah.
Man, so we were in Puerto Vallarta a couple of years ago, and the effect itself wasn't super out there or anything, but there was this club, and it has adjustable walls based on how intimate you want to make the room that are all on a rotor. So you can press a button and expand the club like this, and it open up or narrow. And on top of that, in Mexico, they have a license to shoot flames indoors.
I know.
So you're not just at a big festival. You're talking like you're in a 1,000-person club, and there's flames just firing all the way up to the ceiling. I've never seen that before. Apparently, this club was someone's thesis for an engineering PhD.
Well, thank God nothing bad happened. Yeah, I can't even imagine these flames that already shouldn't be indoors, and then your walls start closing in on you, literally, in that environment.
Yeah. Wild. We had fun, but it was straight out of like a Hollywood movie. Next level.
Yeah, totally. Hey, let's talk about real quick before we let you guys go. I know you guys are slammed and you're trying to do some recovery time and whatnot, but songs you've been asking for on Apple Music. I love this concept. Trace and I both come from a DJ background too, back in the day. It's just cool to not only see the clearance that is finally starting to happen, because it was so hard for DJs to put sets up or remixes up without, going through 9,000 chains of command. But you guys have a whole mixtape now with literally every remix, everything you introduce into your set that people are like, wait, how can I get that? How can I hear that?
Well, now you can.
Yeah.
No, we're super stoked about that, because like that's a big thing that we've been kind of challenged with, is that we make all these great mashups and we make all these great edits and all this kind of stuff, and we play them in our sets, and that's kind of the only outlet people have really been able to get to see them or listen to them. So now it's really cool that we get to do this, because we can make stuff that maybe we can even put more effort into some of the production and stuff like that, and build some stuff out, because now we actually have an outlet to be able to release this stuff.
Yeah, totally. Speaking of releasing, I got to ask my due diligence question. Do we have new music on the way? I know you guys have been in the studio a
lot. We do. That's a great question.
End of the month, finally. We can't say too many details about it yet, because we want to announce it first.
Sure.
But it's hopefully going to be a career-defining song for us.
This is something that we started at the beginning of the pandemic, and now we're finally able to release it.
Oh, this is an extended labor of love that you've been waiting for the world to hear.
Big time.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know that they can come up with a better tease than that, man.
That's a great tease. Yeah, I love it.
Well, listen,
it's a collaboration with an artist that you guys wouldn't expect either. So
they got Dolly Parton on the track too. That's what happened.
Right. Yeah. Right.
They pulled the cheat codes. They got Dolly. Yeah.
We'll give you a hint. No, don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. We'll give you a hint.
Okay.
It's with another DJ group and massive superstar artist.
Oh no. Okay, I have my suspicions. I'll ask off the record when we turn off the camera. Yeah.
When we stop recording.
You can ask off the record.
We're very excited for that. Well, listen, I know that you guys got a lot of prep to do with your shows, and then of course you're in the studio right now too. So I appreciate you guys taking the time. I can't wait till the next time we get to hang and go to a show, and me possibly not remember getting home in an Uber that night. But that's just the loud luxury way.
I love that. I love that.
All right, guys. Take care, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you, guys.